All right. So with due to the freeze, I had to get Zaire Emery again. Rather than that 60 million or whatever transfer fee that I got him for, around that, I had to get him for 73, and they gave me an F rating. So, but they were negotiating hard though. Like they wanted more for him. Well, not my fault because game froze, but I still wanted to get him, so we've got him. That's the main thing. Who cares if we pay $30 million more for him? But they negotiated hard. I just didn't show it on the screen. All right, and why wouldn't you? He's a great player. So he can play so many different positions. Part of the pitch to him, of course, is that not that PSG can't play him, but with the quality, and he is a quality player himself, we can give him more playing time than what PSG could offer, and hopefully still compete in European competition next season as well. So, yeah. So I still need to make, just with the squad size here, Davies is retiring. I didn't realise that because I had him on transfer list as well. I've removed that because he is retiring. So we've got, yeah, so ideally I want to make probably two more signings, I think. So he's the only signing we've made. Obviously, we've got rid of players because we don't need them. The, you know, I'm really thinking about getting a left mid. Yeah, because even Cudis, he's really good for us, but I feel like we can do better on both wings, really. So, um, Kudos is a really good player though. Like particularly in FC 26, like really pacey, everything that I like in a winger. In Simmons, pace has developed more, so I feel much more comfortable playing with him as like a left mid. Um, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with Kudos going as like an impact sub as well. So we need a winger. We don't necessarily need a striker because Kudos can play there, and so can Simmons as well. So that's not a necessity. So if we go like that, he can play there, and so can Kudos as well. So we don't need a striker. We need a winger. It can be a left mid or right mid. Midfielders we're okay for. And I'm thinking even Says from Club, I think it's Club Brugge, I think. I could be wrong, but we'll have a look at that. All right. So in terms of this, Zaire Emery's there. Yep, that's fine. Cool, cool. Oh, Tell is striker there. He doesn't need to be the first team striker because he's playing in my second team striker because he's playing in my first team at the moment. So that can be Cudis instead in the seconds team, like that. All right. We probably need to develop his striker. What's his stamina? Oh, I do want to get that up a little bit. Oh, I can develop his stamina still. Yeah, so maybe we'll go like that. Yep, yep. All right. That reminds me, we've got to set the development plan for Zaire Emery. Obviously, his stamina's already great, and we'll develop his sprint speed and acceleration just so I have that flexibility to play him as a backup right back for Porro as well when needed. So, yep, and then he develops his interceptions that way too. So let's go with wide half. And still develops his short pass and vision. And of course, I've got, as part of my build-up play, I've got short passing as part of my build-up play. So, all right, let's think about. So winger was something that like I really, really need, right? So at least is a really good player, but we're not gonna get him. I remember I played with him online with seasons, and he's really good. I haven't played with Nusra a lot at all. I've played with him before, but hardly at all. He can have the ability. He does have the ability to play Cam. Um, but we've got Kulusevski and Madison at the moment, but he can still play. No, it. See, Diomande is an interesting one because I've never played with him in career mode, but he's got. I know he's got high potential. Could be something different. So I'm seriously considering Diomande just as something different there. Barcola, no. We won't. We've already got a PSG player. It's okay going in for another one, but we'll just leave that as is. Vinicius Junior will leave. I was thinking Nico Williams, but he's expensive. We need to spread our money out a little bit better. Let Aaron Kunda develop a bit more if we're still interested to go for him. Quenda I've played with before. Awesome player. Like really awesome. He can play both wings. Froholt can play centre defensive mid and cam as well. And wages are very reasonable, only 14,000. Um, Mora we won't play with. We've used before. Oops. Just sort of looking through. Oh, the other one was Says. So I'm not sure if I've got him shortlisted or not. So I haven't, but I'm interested in him. So we're just gonna have to guess. It'd be good to get a left-footed player. Spence has wanted more games. Now, could I offer a direct swap for Spence? Or is he worth too much? Yeah, I think it's better just to go for Spence. Just I think it's something a bit different, you know. I normally go for Reeds, so I think Say is just something different. And he's still really high potential because I normally go for Reed. Um, However, I remember they rejected when I offered 20, so it's at least. So I'm not going to go in for him, although it doesn't come up as rejected because the game froze, but it doesn't remember the transfer offer I made. All right. I've always had an appreciation for Leonard Carl. I've seen some highlights of him in the Open Champions League, and wow, is he a great player. I'm still considering Diomande as well. Leonard Carl. So he's got the flexibility of playing cam and right mid as well. Jan Diomande. Well, that left mid, right mid flexibility means we can still keep Kudus as even a first team player, but the balance I'm trying to find here, and I like being really selective, is that I'm trying to find the balance between depth and just really good talent. Carl won't cost anything, but it might be better to go for Diomande. A little bit more developed, suits my style of play as well better. So we need to go for a really good winger. So Bain, the team will not sell. Is he too important? Fair enough. So that was Club Brugge. Alright. Can't go him for him then. Not gonna go for Pino, although really good player. Diomande as a backup centre back for the Romero, and I've played with Diomande before. Was it in Everton career mode? But I'm not sure. Mm, so I'm thinking both Diamandes really. Estevao. No, he's a Chelsea player. Played with Yildiz before. He's an absolute star, but something different. Pazzo I haven't played with a lot. The thing I don't like about Pazzo is his balance is not great. See that 62, and I like cams that can weave, in and out. And he's got really good balance. He can improve that, I guess. Um, nah, we'll leave that. So should I go for Dio Monday to try something a bit different? His pace is developed. His agility and balance is really good. Stamina's bad. Uh, but we can develop that though. All right, let's go in for Jan Diomande, and then he can just be like a backup winger until he develops more, ideally. So, oh, actually, nah. Let's not do that. So again, you can see how selective I'm being. I'm really thinking this through. So Lukabar, no, we've got Mickey van der Ven. But you look at even Arsenal, even they've got, so they've got a young, exciting prospect that can't make the first team at the moment. But I wouldn't think so because they've got Saliba and Gabriel, but they've still got him regardless. So thinking obviously long and hard about our signings. Dio Monday, I keep referring back to. His stats are awesome, like really awesome. Amazing stamina, strength jumping, really sort of, yeah, really strong centre back. And then we can still have Romero, as and then if Diomande accepts rotation rather than important, that would be ideal. Now, so we've got Zaire Emery, Burkeville, so we don't need Froholt. Um, Keith Smith's gone to Burnley. That's a good pickup from them. So we can't get Says, which is not ideal. I'm not against getting a really good left back. You know what I mean? I've never tried Alejandro Bolde before. We've got Alvaro Carreras, who I played with before. Stamina is fantastic. Um, maybe offer Spence in a deal, and then have like a really good left back. I'll just think this through. So obviously we're leaning towards Diomande as our centre back. We'll leave Carreras for now. Many can play centre defensive mid and centre back as well. We can also get more too. Oh no, we can't. The PFC have got Paris FC have got him. That's a good pickup from them. Not going to go in for Reed. Marco can play all sorts of different positions. Let's go in for Diamonde. So 36 it says we could potentially um, get for Diamonde. Uh, Offer transfer fee of 36. Danso. Nah, that's alright. Oh, so we weren't too far off the mark. So 36.5. That's a good price for Diamonde, so we'll get him. He's a really good centre back as well. Important. I would prefer rotation, but we can't budge on that. Great, 5 years, awesome. What sort of wage would he want? He would definitely want an increase. So maybe 80. Yeah, luckily I didn't offer too much less than that. Uh, I was 84 that he wanted, right? Okay. So he wants a high signing bonus as well. So clearly, probably should be a bit more. So let's go 85. Yes, he even wants more than that. Can we go? I don't want him to leave. Can we go 88? 89. Yeah, that's fine. Another. So Zaire Emery and Diamande will be really good pickups for us. Now, I think B. Yeah, we got him for a good deal though. All right. I think that we've also got Mokyo as like a backup player. Yeah, let's just go in for him. Oh, that was quick. 3.5. We'll accept that. Just as a depth player, really. Obviously, he's a talent, but it's going to take a huge while to develop. What sort of wage would he want? Being on 6.5. Obviously, Spurs pay high wages because they're like elite sort of club. I know Ajax is a good club as well. 40 or something like 30 would be alright. Maybe 40. Yeah, yeah. I didn't want to offer any less than that. You don't want them to walk out, which has happened to me in career mode before. Even if you think it's sort of reasonable that they can still walk out. A? Okay, cool. So 3.5 was alright. Awesome. So we've made a few signings. So let's. So Dion Monday, does he come straight into the first team? Remember, it is 84 rated though. So Dion Monday, I think, will go in our bench spot, and we'll leave Romero there. I think that's what we'll do for the meantime. And it's good to have competition for spots. So we've got Danso, but now Diamande is really part of our team. So Mokyo there, yep. Oh no, Mokyo there because I'm developing Gray more as a centre back. Well, if I'm developing Gray as a centre back, I should really develop him or Mokyo as a midfielder because, yeah. So am I still content? Should I develop them both as centre defensive mid? Yeah, okay. Well, we'll develop Mokyo as a midfielder, which normally I haven't done, and then Gray. Should we now develop his stats as a centre defensive midfielder as well? Yeah, we might as well. Might as well. Oh, it doesn't hurt to have another centre back option, particularly if we sell Danso or something like that. We'll definitely develop Mokyo stats as a centre defensive midfielder. That's for sure. All right. So we'll keep Romero in the first team squad. Then we'll have Diomande and Mocchio come in. So we'll have Romero probably be good to keep actually, but in the seconds team because in case because I will be probably rotating with Diomande. Jay won't be getting game time, so like that. Uh, so that means Spence. He's a right footer anyway, so he can just play there. And Poro can come out for Mocchio, but that means he's on sort of like a left back spot. That's all right. So then I might suit his needs in as like a left back. Yeah, that's the beauty of his versatility. We can just sort of adjust it onto the team's needs. So, I said that, yeah, Poro, I think Romero is actually more important to have there. Well, actually, there's no right. Actually, yeah, you should. No, no, no. It should be like that. Diomande comes straight in. Now, what's his agility and balance like? So, is Danso got better agility and balance? Or does Diomande have better? Okay, it's definitely Diomande. So, at the same time, I'd prefer him to play right centre back. So, we'll let him play right centre back then. That's fine. That's Gray's playing as centre defensive midfielder. All right, I'm gonna start development plan. Mocchio as a left, developing as like a wing back, and then Gray will develop as a midfielder, which is not what I was expecting, but just to change it up a little bit. That's my thinking at the moment, anyway. All right, I'm happy with that. And then captain can be Gray. So, development plan. Uh, why? Oh, his stamina's already good for a centre back. But we could even make it even more ridiculous. Whilst, yeah, okay, we'll make his strength, make even more of a strength with his pace. Because he's in my seconds team, and I've got him as a left back. Mike says to develop him as a left back, right? So more as like a wing back, and then yeah. So if he's playing in the second team as a wing back, develop him as a wing back. Um, although we can develop his stats, center defensive mid stats a little bit. Actually, no, no. Let's develop him as, and then we're still developing his stats because like sprint speed, acceleration, all has to do with left back spot. Interception still developed, stamina still developed, vision, short pass. Yeah, okay. We'll develop his center defensive mid capacities and a little bit of um, left wing back with his development of pace, and then same with Gray. We'll develop his stamina, agility, interceptions. That's cool. Alright. White half. Awesome. And Burkeville be good to actually to develop his yeah, agility and then sprint speed acceleration. And stamina would be cool as well. What about centre half though? Yeah, we'll just go wide half for him actually. All right. So I made some good signings there. Davies. No, but you're retiring anyway. No footballer's happy. Nobody. I'd only do it proving. Yeah, that's just reality. All right. Let's sim this game. Good. We won it 2-1. Just so we can get to the close of the transfer window, of course. We're definitely not loaning or selling great. Tournament money, that's good. So where did we finish in the Champions League? In terms of the league table. We finished in 8th spot. So I think that is a good thing because the clubs ranked 1 to 8 qualify for the round of 16, 9 to 24 qualify for knockout phase, whereas those ranked 25 to 36 are eliminated. All right, so we've just sneaked in 8th spot by 3 goals difference. Sweet. How good's that? Awesome to make. Transfer window closes. Is deadline day. I know it's deadline day. What sort of signings am I going to look at? Feel like we need to make one big signing. So we've definitely got Zaire Marie. He was a big signing. He really was. Diamandé's a big signing too. He'll be really good as he develops, I would think. And Mokyo is a good signing as well. I think we've made some astute signings. There is room. So we're developing the centre defensive mid capabilities of Gray and Mokyo, which I think is a good thing. There's definitely room for a really good winger. 100%. Dogi's a good left back to have, to be honest. He's pacey and yeah, he's good. Um, and it doesn't have to be. Maybe when I say big, it doesn't have to be like a absolute star player. But Dow I've played with before, but not without any great length. Statistically, he should be good though. Um, Carl, again, there's no real need to get him other than I really like him in real life because he's a talent for Bayern Munich. So Gula's gone to Juventus. What a signing! Imagine that Yildiz and Gula. Wow, that is an insane duo. Still can't go for Says. Nico Williams. Can only really play left mid though. That's the thing with him. But he is a great player. Quenda I've already played with before. He's amazing. So we were thinking wingers. So, we're thinking wingers, thinking someone like Estevao, but he's more of a Chelsea sort of player. I've tried, he's great. I've played with him before though. Not gonna go for D on Monday. Um, did anyone end up getting Mayulu? Yep, Newcastle did end up getting Mayulu. Vinicius Junior. And he's got, unlike Nico Williams, he's got the flexibility to play striker. We're doing well in the EPL at the moment. We're doing well in Champions League. So does he see the vision? I'm not sure if we can keep it up or not, but at least we're doing well. So maybe approach to buy. What? How much? Oh, okay. We definitely don't have the transfer budget. Although he said we could get him for 146, but Real Madrid surely will want more than that. So we would, if we have any chance of getting him, I don't want to get rid of Kudus. We would have to offer someone big. Madison I like a lot in this game. And Kulusevski sort of has replaced him. And then we've got Xavi Simons that can roll through there. Who else? Oh, Danso I don't really need. And he's getting frustrated with his lack of game time. So if I throw in Danso, there's absolutely no way. I'd have to offer someone like um, Madison. Madison, so 50 mil for like what? So 80, 90, 100, 100, 120. It's just not enough. So they'll walk out. No, I can't afford that. Sorry, guys. I tried. Wow, it surprised me that they're even considering that. No way will they accept that. Um, should I then go in for Nico Williams then? He suits the left mid role a bit better, doesn't he? Um, I want to get this transfer window done and dusted whilst got that Real Madrid offer hanging in the wings. So as much as I want to play against Man City, I think we won't do that. Or should we? Should we? No, we should. So let's give Zaire Emery's debut and try and quickly go through this game and see how we get on. And we'll give Dio Monday his debut as well. Awesome. Yeah, so that's and by the end of this transfer window, by the end of this episode, we'll have finished the
Hello everyone, I must say it's always a real privilege to commentate from this venue. A warm welcome to North London. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and alongside me is the
See how it goes.
Arsenal and West Ham midfield player Stuart Robson. I'm looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League coming right up. It is Tottenham Hotspur facing Manchester City.
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here. Try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
All right, Tell.
Hang on a minute, Stuart. Opportunity unfolding.
Against the good goalkeeper. That's good. It's interesting because even though that we're playing against a big team, I'm more interested in finalising the mid-transfer window, to be honest. I can't believe Real Madrid even contemplated for a second the Danso for Vinny Jr. I could not believe it. Wow. Oh, what a start. Again, I'm just skipping it because I really... Alright, you know, because we're 2-0 up and I want to go straight to the mid-transfer window. I'm jumping to sim just to get this moving.
Well read to ease the pressure.
Wow, what a start to that game though, huh?
Spurs moving the ball with purpose.
And while still giving Diomande his minutes and Zaya and Marie.
Oh, could be an opportunity here. Offside the decision. Bentancur. Trying to tee it up. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Half-hearted clearance. It's a weighted pass. Can he put it away?
Wow, another goal.
What a magnificent display.
Yeah, good decision. So, also
also
against the EPL leaders, but you know we did find it hard to really break them, so to speak, in the first game we played against them in the EPL ladder. Wow, we got the post and then another goal to Kulusevski, help our goal difference. It's good that we get this game moving though, right? Alright, so complete domination, to be honest, against a really good team. Madison will get on for Kulusevski. We'll get Sa on for Burkeville. Danso always wants games, doesn't hurt to give Romero a breather. Spence will go on for Udogie. And Odobert we need to get more game time into, so we'll go... Actually, we'll go for Tal like that, and then like that. Anyone else? No, I just want to see if we've used up our max subs. We have. Awesome, exactly what I wanted.
So back in business here, and still reflecting on a dazzling first-half performance by Tottenham. Kudus. Played into the centre. Nice-looking move, this. Xavi Simons. Just the challenge that was required. City finding space on the flank. Stones. It's Bernardo Silva.
Oh, goal to Man City.
That's all right. A goal for football lovers to enjoy the world over. And credit due, a good intervention. Good-looking move. And a
Alright, we'll go to defending tactical focus now.
And City coming away with it. Oh, strained every sinew to get there. Now a short corner here. And offside it is. Bentancur. And he did well to cut it out.
To get 4 goals against Donnarumma was a good effort. So, really happy with the team.
Decent idea. Oh, could be. Looked like a certain goal, but that's a great challenge. Bentancur. And with
Cool.
that,
And
the
we
referee.
gave Dio Monday and Zaire Emery their debuts for the Spurs. All right, now we can get on with the transfer window. Let's save. Hopefully, it does not freeze. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right. The reason why I saved it just in case it does freeze in the transfer window. Resume negotiations. They haven't come back to us yet. No, absolute no chance. I couldn't even believe they were even contemplating that Danso for Vinny. We'd like to suggest the terms. Yeah, I just can't do it. Simple as that. Uh, so they weren't interested in Danso. Okay. Yeah, too much. Sa, well, I don't really want to get rid of, to be honest. Not hardly at all. Nah, can't do it. All right, let's skip the transfer window a little bit. Um, so Simmons and yeah, I feel like I really do need a high quality winger, and that might have to be Nico Williams. If we can afford him, we can't because we've got 79. New email from Chief Executive. So if we got Nico Williams, say, we would put Simmons as the cam, and then Williams would go there. We are trying to compete against the elite of the elite, so you got to make big changes sometimes. And then Madison will find it hard to get game time, as will Kulusevski, but it's part of good teams. You have options. All right. Transfer hub. The only thing with Nico Williams, he's only really a left mid. That's the limitation of him in terms of um, being in position. That is, but he's got good finishing, so he can theoretically even play striker if you wanted to, even if he's out of position. All right, let's. Like how are we gonna afford him? Come on. I'm thinking way too ambitiously. The board cut my transfer budget in half as well. Well, Danso's not really needed anymore. So if I just went like, yeah, but I still can't realistically. If I went in for like a really high offer like that, nah, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. As much as I like Madison, there's no real point keeping him, is there? We've got Kulusevski, Charlie Simmons. Yeah, all right. Madison, this is going to be a massive trade if we can get it through. So, if they even be interested in Madison, which I think they would be, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120 plus Madison will offer a good offer like that. Oh, let's say they need a little time. Well, the transfer window is nearly closing, so hopefully not too much time. What do they say to that? Oh, they still don't like the Madison trade, so I think that makes it go out the window, unfortunately. I think I know who I want to get or go for next. So I played with a few times in the career mode, but I know how good he is and might fit the budget a bit more. Might still need to chuck in a player though. All right, he's not. They're not interested in Danso or nah. Absolutely no chance. Spence as like a last ditch effort. Yeah, fair enough. I respect that. All right, Yield is. I know how good he is in game. Spence, there's no real need to get rid of him. I'll just leave that hanging for now. Uh, haven't played, although I played with him numerous times, I haven't played with him in a little while. He can be a great, he's got really good agility and balance and can really develop his left mid capacities and he can also go through as a cam. Um, but I'd definitely develop him as a left mid. All right, let's go in for him here. Yield is 70 million. Wow. I thought I offered a like I know okay, I didn't expect them to just get to accept 70, but okay, if they reject it, I can't go in again for them. Oh, I generally would have been interested in play with him, but oh well, opens up another maybe even better opportunity. Just got to think about what that better opportunity is. Wow. Juventus have got Gula and Yildiz. Just because of that, I'm actually gonna add Juventus to my manager market. Just keep an eye on them. There we go. Cool. Alright, we'll just save it for now. So that's thrown a spanner in the works. I genuinely thought we'd be a chance to get Yildiz. Nothing's really happening at the moment. Don't really want to get rid of Spence, nah, because he can play right back, left back. Centre backs are sorted. Well, we are developing players, aren't we? So let's just put Diomande for Romero. And then in terms of captains, we'll make Van de Ven captain. Yeah, because I really like him in that left centre defensive mid position. Left centre back, sorry, position. And Diomande like that. And then, yeah, Romero's got better agility and balance. And then we'll put, so that's two signings now starting 11. And then we'll get Diomande off like that and put Romero left centre back like that because he's got a bit more agility and balance, so even though he's a right footer compared to Dan. So, alright. Then we can put Gregerson in like that. And we can make Romero captain then of the seconds team, that is. Yeah, I can definitely get another winger, 100%. Well, the yield is one not going through a spanner in the works. So we've got 3 hours left or so till the transfer window closes. Um, Dial's got great pace. and can play left mid, right mid. I've never really given Diao a proper chance as well. And his balance can be improved too, and it's not bad for a 6'1" either. But if I improve that, I always like to have really good agility and balance. I improve the balance side of things. What's his stamina like? 77. Yeah, I'm thinking about going for a San Jiao. Really thinking carefully about it. Um, can also go for Antonio Nusa, who can also play cam. But the benefit of Diao is that he can play right mid too. Let's see if we can get him for a good price. So 36, 37.5, 30, so they want 55, so obviously they rate him. 40 mil. Oh, okay, I thought 40 mil wasn't too bad, but no, they're not interested in that. Noosa can also play cam, but we've already got like Kulusevski. His agility and balance is quite good though, and his pace is good. He could be someone different to try, you know. Does he have a finesse shot? No, he doesn't. I'm not sure if we'll get him or not. Well, it says 54. I saw that, so 50 offer straight off the bat. They want 68. That's not gonna happen. So I offered 50, 52.5. Wow, they want quite a bit for him. It'd have to be like a 55 or even more offer than that. He's not dismissing that. If you're not dismissing that, accept it. Oh wow, they're sticking to the price. 56. I'm not sure if we'll get him or not. Noosa. His agility and balance are really good. And I haven't really given him like a go. So why not? Why not? Sporadic. Rotation, yep. Hopefully they name the wage they might want. That would be helpful. So what salary do they definitely wants an increase? Maybe 100. That yeah, probably too much. But you know what I was thinking when you're giving 5-year contracts, like for example, Diomande wanted what was it, 84, right? Or actually, I got it for about 88 or something, right? Um, we offering 5-year contracts can't be too 100, yeah, it was probably 20,000 or so off, or even much more than that. But oh well, we got him. I haven't really. I've bought Nusa before in career mode, but I never really gave him a proper go. His agility and balance are really good, actually. So he could be a very interesting signing. Um, he could be a very interesting signing indeed. So I didn't expect to get him, but we've got him. I actually expected to get Yildiz, but the benefit of getting Noosa is that his agility and balance is really good, and someone I haven't really tried before, so or at least properly. So Noosa, whereas I've tried Yildiz countless several times. So Noosa will come in for a JE. Now, if I'm spending that much money for Noosa, surely he comes into the first team. But for whom? Like Noosa's not able to play right well. Says he is now, but that always changes, doesn't it? Well, Qdis can. I really like Qdis in this game, but alright. So maybe Noosa there. Still got that pace, and he's 2 inches taller than Qdis as well. He's got great agility and balance, so yeah, it could be an interesting get. I think that will be all our transfer window stuff done. Spence I'm not looking to get rid of. The only other one I was thinking of getting was Leonard Carl, just to have him there. 8.5. I'm not desperate to get him though, so if we just offered 6, are they going to walk out? No, but they're saying we need to offer more. I'm not desperate to have him. Definitely going to have to move upwards. 6.2. Alright, we'll definitely get Leonard Carl then. Something a bit different. 50 will be fine. Cool. Those will be our transfer windows done. Leonard Carl's just, yeah, I really liked him in real life. He can play right mid, centre cam as well, so cool. Oh, we got him better for than a better, best possible deal. Alright, development plan. So we've already just going to have a quick check to make sure everyone's on the development plan. Yep, Noosa as well. And then half winger capacity for Cal. I think that's the way to go. Yep. Awesome. Dragulson. Loan to buy offer. It's alright. Wow, Casado would be an awesome get for PSG if they can do that. He's amazing in this game and in real life. Udogi, we're not getting rid of. Interesting transfer window. let's get through all this stuff. Anyone I'm interested in here? Carbon? Yeah, we'll sign him up. Cool. And then now we go to Brazil. Youth report. 5'5". Nah, that's alright. I was thinking about him, but nah, I was like, that's alright. Rangel. Says. New email from Premier League. That's a lot of money spent. Two new. That's right. Two offers, even though we're post transfer window now. Poro definitely not looking to get rid of. That was a cool win in the EPL, right? So it means we've got against Man City, so it means we get a little bit of goal difference. We still stay in. My goal is still not title. I think we're still hovering around where we are. So we're sort of where we should be, but EPL is a competitive league. They look in real life, Spurs are well outside the top four in EPL. They got knocked out of the FA Cup by Aston Villa, of course, as well. Whereas we're still in the FA Cup, we're still in the Champions League. Finished 8th, which was great. So progressed through the round of 16, I think, and then yeah, sets us up nicely. So if we go to the FA Cup, who do we have next? Leeds United, cool. All right. So we've got Carl, who we can actually put in the team for Rangel, actually, which would be super cool. Gray says he wants more game time, so let's maybe put Gray in for Danso then. And like that. Yep. And we've got Vuskovic from coming back from loan later, who's a really high potential centre back. So I might put Danso and Dragerson on transfer list then. Yep, we'll do that. Mocchio, is he good enough to come into the squad? Not really. So we'll leave it like that. With Van de Ven captain, that's cool. So our sightings of Zaire Emery, great player. Nusa, I haven't really tried as much, but we've got awesome agility and balance, particularly for a 6-foot player. What's his strength? Like 63 on the low side, but oh well. Can't have it all. Awesome. And then we'll go to team sheets. And then we've obviously got Mokyo and Carl for some depth. So put Nusa there. You can see how I go from my goalkeeper all the way to striker. See, goalkeeper, striker. Just sets it out nicely and lets me know, how many of each position I have, and it's really helpful for me. Simmons will go like that, and then Nusa. Oh no, Nusa we've got in our first team, so that's all right. Carl will come straight in on that right mid position. Dan, so we're going to actually sell. So if that's the case, then we're going to sell some of these players, and we can get Van de Ven back in. Gray. Can come in. Well, when Vuskovic comes in, he'll probably take over second. Yeah, so we'll continue to develop Grace in a mid capacities. But I was going to say Gray. Oh no, Sar should have that position. He's got good agility and balance. See how like carefully I'm approaching this, even in the seconds team. Just what I like, makes things interesting. Okay, Dan. So we no longer need or want anymore. So who can I? Whilst we're developing Grace sort of mid capacities, nothing wrong with us going like that. Danso we're going to sell. And then we've got Madison taking everything right. Yep, with Romero as our seconds captain. And then could put Zaire Emery in the midfield. Won't hurt. Because he's got great stamina. And that will only improve. But we can also put Rangel there and then Carl. Nah, that's way out of position, isn't it? Just trying to think. Alright, we might put... Emery's got excellent stamina. He can play in different positions, so go like that. And I'm putting him on as a left center defensive mid because that's where he is in the first team. And then Van de Ven like that. Yep, and then we'll sell Danso, and I think it was Dragusin, who is wet. Yep, that's fine. Oh, Gray, hang on, needs to come in. So, who's got better agility and balance, Romero or Gray? So, both got the same agility. Balance, Gray is better whilst being younger. So, we'll leave it like that. And then Romero should be there. We don't need two centre backs in the team. So we will get probably Xavi Simons can play a few different positions. And on Monday we're going to play in the first team. It's cool. Like that, that's excellent. And then we'll put Monday into our team. Dragusin and Danso we'll get rid of. Yep, awesome. So that settles our team. And then we'll go on to Squad Hub and then we'll be open to offers for Danso. and also Draguson. Awesome. And then we're developing Gray's midfield capacities anyway, so which is good. So really good start to the career mode. Still progressing with FA Cup in early stages. Finished 8th through a round of 16 in UEFA, and holding on to that top 4 position at the moment. So um, thanks for watching. Really enjoyed the mid-transfer window, and hope you enjoyed some of the signings and the careful thought that went into it.